Hey guys, what's up? This is Sea-Lion bringing you some more ranked game commentaries. I am going to be playing Kassadin for you today. This game was 1540 ELO, I think. I'll put it in the title, but it was around there. As far as team setup goes anyway, we have Nasus, me on Kassadin, Jungle Rammus, Valente playing Cogmore down bot with Taric versus Renekton, Graves, Soraka, Talon, and Fiddlesticks in the jungle. As far as bans go for this game, pretty standard. We had Akali, Morgana, Singe was banned, and Sion was banned, so Kassadin was free. So when Kassadin's free, I like to pick up Kassadin. He's a strong mid, strong assassin, strong AP carry. So I'm going to do a commentary because I haven't done a commentary on Kassadin yet. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. As far as right now, I'm just kind of protecting the blue area, and I will leash it for Rammus. Give him a nice little leash. Rammus is a nice, strong jungler. I'm going to be up against Talon in mid, which should be an even matchup, generally. It's generally quite an even matchup. He can poke me with that rake, which is going to stop me farming, and that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to farm with my melee attacks as much as possible. Up top, Nasus versus Renekton. Nasus should lose that. Renekton should easily beat Renekton. And down bot, Graves, Soraka, very strong, but we got Valente down there on Cogmore, so we should be okay. So as you can see, I'm just going to poke Talon with my silence every chance I get. I pick up my W here at level 2 because he's letting me auto attack a lot, and that mana back really starts to add up and allows me to harass a lot more, so I decided to pick that up here at level 2. And if you're ever up against Kassadin, don't let him do what I'm doing. Last hitting with auto attacks. If you let Kassadin farm, you are doing it wrong. He has such a hard time farming if you do it properly against him. He has to rely on killing you, but he doesn't have enough farm to buy the items to kill you, and so that's how you shut him down in lane. And as you can see, he's just letting me CS, with my auto attacks, and so I'm getting A, mana back to harass him, and B, I'm obviously getting farm. So he's playing especially his Talon, he's playing too defensively here in my opinion. I mean, he started with boots and 3, I started with boots and 3. We got the same movement basically. There's no reason not to be playing aggressive. So as you can see, I got full mana basically all the time in lane, especially in these early stages. Just gonna last hit with as much as I can. Last hit that one with the silence there. Grab another last hit. Grab another last hit. Too easy. So as far as my build goes for Kassadin though, I max Q first, followed up with E and just a single point in W, which I will take at level 2 or 4 depending. I might not even take it if I'm not able to auto attack minions at all. I won't take it because then it's just not that effective. But I was able to in this game. As you can see, I'm already back to full mana after poking him with some silences, so I'll do that. Just going to poke with Q whenever I can. Talon gets a good little bit of harass there on me. He did quite well there. But definitely max out that Q. I will put the build that I used in the description. I will put the link there, so if you're wondering what the full build was, the runes, maestries, all of that, I'll put in the description. Here I land a silence and the E, followed up with ignite. I activate my W for that little bit of extra magic damage, and he manages to go down. So just mistake there by Talon. He jumped on me, so I silenced, and then I followed up with the slow on the E, activated my W, which gives me some added magic damage, and the ignite. First blood to me. Thank you very much, Talon. Come back later. So I'm just going to sit here and recall. First item wise, I'm going Rod of Ages, and so I'm going to build towards that. That gives Kassadin everything he needs. Gives him mana, health, and I'll pick up some wards as well. Mana, health, and ability power. It's a strong item on him. You don't need to go tier of Goddess on Kassadin. Not in ranks, because you're going to be getting blue buffs. And even if you're not getting blue buffs, if you're playing Kassadin properly and you're good with your mana management, your tier is really overkill. If you're really struggling, maybe pick up a Doran's or something. But if you keep running out of mana as Kassadin, you're playing him wrong. You're probably riff walking too much. I mean, there's nothing wrong with riff walking and silencing, but you're probably riff walking too much consistently, and then the mana cost starts to build up. And also, maybe you're not auto attacking minions enough. That really starts to add up, that mana. We'll just go ahead and look at the other lanes here. Nasus versus Renekton up top. Nasus is on 29 CS to Renekton's 39. So he's losing it, the lane, which is what I expected. Obviously, Renekton's still got 2 health pots. Nasus started with the regrowth. Oh, we just gank Kassadin here. Just Rammus is rolling in, taunting him. I silence, I slow, I riff walk. Too easy. As we head down bot, obviously we got Cog. He's on 35 CS versus Graves 32. So Valente out CSing the Graves there. And Graves is quite a strong bot lane at the moment. So, as far as my CS goes, I'm 31 to Talon's 11. So, doing quite well. And now the Graves is just complaining about Talon saying, oh, feed cast kind of thing, but we don't need to see that. If you want to see it, you can watch it in full screen, but I just try to ignore the chat when I'm watching these LoL replays. I'm focusing on the gameplay. I don't really want to focus on the other team complaining about Talon. Stuff like that. So as you can see, he's jumping me, hitting me with the rake. I'm going to silence. I'm going to slow him, riff walk away. He's going to win those exchanges, and so I got to try and not let him jump me. I got to try to slow him first, which is what I'm going to try to do from now on. So there you go. Hit the silence, back off. Just what I'm going to do. As you can see, yeah, there we go. So it goes in, and I'm going to start losing if I keep getting into exchanges like that. So I'm just going to play safe, wait for these minions to hit the tower. I'm going to get lots of last hits in and auto attacks in, so I'm going to get a fair bit of mana back. And I'm still packing some health pots. I'm packing a ward, so I can, you know, pop a ward up here or something, so I'm not too worried about ganks from Fiddle, because Fiddle is a deadly ganker. He is very strong in the jungle. So here we go, I'm just going to riff walk silence. He jumps on me, so that's okay. I'm just going to go back, get as much mana back as I can here, farm up. I'm now on 38 CS to 14, so absolutely destroying him in CS. As we get a fight down bottom here, obviously Taric and Valente were doing something with Rammus, and then obviously Fiddles is ulted in over the top. As I just managed to kill Talon, I survived with 60 health. I think he tried to dive me, and I simply got the ignite off and stuff. So lots of action all happening at once. Pretty sure Rammus makes it out of here, no problem. Yeah. So I've picked up Catalyst now, and the Blasting Wong. That's going to give me considerable damage, and that's, you know, that's why you don't want to be going the tier. The Catalyst is doing similar to the tier in my opinion. It's more than enough, and then you can get this Blasting Wand instead of buying a tier, basically. So extra 40 ability power, you know, that's going to give you some good extra burst damage, which is what Kassadin's all about. And if you go tier, sure, you can survive in the lane, you can harass them, but you just don't have the damage to really beat them in a lane. Unless they're not very good, it's not going to be good. So as you can see, I'm level 9 now versus level 7, and that silence has taken off a fair chunk of his health. So I'm just going to keep poking him with that whenever I can. Zone him out of his minions. Last hit the minions, get my mana back off the minions. And that's how you want to be playing Kassadin. So Valente gets a kill down bot. As you can see, I'm just combining it with that slow now. It's only level 1, so it's not doing an excessive amount of damage. So as you can see, just riff walk silence, get my mana back off the minions while last hitting them. I will go ward now. Obviously the lane's starting to push, so it's important. I am a fan of warding this bush. Your other options are there. If Nasus had a ward up, if he had warded here, then I would ward up here, because then I don't have to worry. I'll see when he's inside the river, so I'll know when. But seeing as he doesn't have a ward up yet, I like warding that bush, because then I can see no matter which way he's coming from, so I do like that. So I notice bot's low, I notice Graves is quite low, and the lane's pushing, so I decided to go in here for the gank. So I'm going to jump on Graves, dead. Too easy. And that's just map vision. The lane's pushing, so I know we're going to have minion advantage. And I see Graves is low and sticking around. So I'm just going to silence Soraka. Try not to take too much tower aggro as they finish her off. Valente gets the kill, so that will help him get his items up. Taric ults, so we're going to eat through this tower, because Rammus has come and joined us as well. And that's how you take an 11-minute tower from bot. So go get the dragon now as well. Ping in that dragon. That's always what you want to do. After you take bot, dragon's a good choice. I'm just going to sit here for a bit, wait for everyone to group around dragon, because I don't have any wards. So I'm just going to play the ward for a bit, and then we're going to go in and take this down easily. Obviously we've been CV'd. Fiddles is on his way, but we're not too worried. He can't stop 4 of us. His CC is mainly single target with his fear. Obviously being single target, see Talon there, but not paying enough attention, so I couldn't jump him there, but that's okay. We're going fine. So we're 12 minutes 55 in. Scores 8-2, so we're doing quite well at this moment. Nasus is on 86 to Renekton's 102. So Renekton's getting some nice farm out there, but Nasus has done well not to die yet. I don't think he's died at all. No, he's yet to die, so that's good. He's just getting out farmed at the moment. But so I see Fiddle, obviously, so I'm just going to back away. I'm not going to stuff around with Fiddle because he can ult in, you know, fear, silence. And it was actually quite tough playing against this team as Kassadin. They did counterpick me quite well. Obviously, I was top pick. I do duo with Valente a lot, and his ELO is about 100 below mine, so I'm usually top pick, he's usually bot pick, simply because of the way matchmaking works. As I say that, Nasus dies up top. I'm sure it was a close one though. Nasus, I like this Nasus, one of the better Nasuses I've played with. But I'm usually top pick, so I do get counterpicked a lot, and so I picked Kassadin, and then they've picked up Soraka, Talon. Talon was obviously the direct counter pick. This Talon didn't do too well, I managed to beat him, but Talon is a slight favourite probably against Kassadin. More so than what other picks were available anyway. I mean, the only other mids that were available that weren't banned were Annie or Brand. Annie does okay against Kassadin, so Annie or Talon were probably his two best picks. But as I was saying, they went Soraka. Obviously the silence, that does get very annoying. As Graves, probably dead here. I don't really know what was with his positioning. He's going to blow flash. There we go. He was baiting the gank there from Fiddles. Valente goes down. So good gank by them. Well played. As I'm just going to head down bot. Give Tarek the help he needs. So I'm just going around. Hopefully I'm got enough items up, and I'm on 4 kills, so I'm fed enough that I could take one out by themselves. So I'm going to go in. As you can see, there's that silence in Soraka. And Talon's also packing a silence. So back to my original point, which I started talking about 2 minutes ago. They countered me well. They got 3 silences on their team. So counters Kassadin very well, because if he can't jump in and out of fights with his Riftwalk, it's very hard to team fight. As far as items go though, I managed to pick up my Rod of Ages now and my full boots, and then obviously I'm just picking up more wards. Always carry 1 or 2 wards, especially in mid and even top. You want to be warding, no reason not to. And that's why you see some sort of tops pick up the Wriggles. It is a pretty good item. So as you can see, I got blue now. Obviously Ramos gave it to me before, so I'm just Riftwalk Q, Riftwalk Q, Riftwalk Q, Null Sphere, Riftwalk Null Sphere, for those of you who don't know what his Q ability is. To see Fiddles, I get CV, not going to stuff around, not when the 3 silences are here. I decided to jump on Talon, and then get the hell out of here. Jump on him just for a little bit of extra damage. Probably shouldn't have. He doesn't end up dying. There's a bit greedy of me, just overestimating how much damage I could do, I guess. I thought I could do that a little bit more to kill him. I wasn't worried about getting away though, having Riftwalk and Flash up, but probably a risk I shouldn't have taken. But worked out alright. Didn't get the kill, but I survived. Had to blow Flash, but that's okay. Forced Talon back. I'll take that. So, obviously, I couldn't buy anything. I just went back quickly, so I've just gone more wards. Quick CS check here. 74 to Talon's 58, so I did really well against him, obviously. Nasus is catching up to Renekton. And Valente's only got 94 CS against Graves 118. So we got out CS pretty hard there down bot. But that's okay. Valente will make it up. He'll make it up. But quite interesting that he'd lost the CS fight, considering he had Tarek bot. But the problem is it's that Graves is too strong. Now we catch Soraka and Talon here. Obviously, Nasus just running away from Renekton, so I just go in, see what I can do to help. I really want to jump in, but then I see 4 of them and I'm like, no. Let's just leave it, guys. Let's just play safe. No reason to rush into anything. We've got a good lead. It's 8-4, so we've got a good lead. No need to rush into anything. Going quite well. Just going to harass Talon. Obviously, Soraka is stuck here with him because he's not doing very good. He needs the constant heals. Whew. Oh, there we go. So the stun on Soraka, I'm just going to obviously jump on her, use all my skills. Nice little gank there by Ramos, taking out Graves down bot. So that's going to help Valente there. Ramos wants to go for the dragon, so as you can see I'm just pushing this lane really quickly. Pushing it, go help at the dragon. Valenti's obviously getting them Madrid's up, so he's got Madrid's razors, and so along with Rammus, we can take down dragon very quickly before they even have a chance to decide are we going in or not. So I'm just kind of flanking around here, just checking out that jungle. I'm going to jump on Talon, do some damage here. Just back off. So as you can see, standard combo, half his health. I'm just going to keep him dwindling down. Keep him using those pots, and actually he's pretty much come to lane with pots and mana pots every single time, so he's wasting a lot of money on that kind of stuff. So I would definitely count that as winning the lane right there. Not to mention I have like triple his CS. No, just nearly double, 1.5 times his CS. So just going to jump on him there with the silence. Obviously my force pulse wasn't up, so I couldn't force pulse, but you do want to watch that kind of stuff. You want to know when you got force pulse available. You know, obviously if it's on 4 stacks like that one was, the Riftwalk and the Null Sphere are going to get it up. Yeah, bring it up so I can use it, because it's every 6 charges. So just paying attention to stuff like that will make you a better Kassadin player for those of you who are looking to get good at Kassadin. I do have quite a good win ratio with him in ranked, and even the ones I lose, I do quite well. So here we go, Rammus just from behind. I'm going to silence Talon, jump on him, E, ignite, he's dead. Going to push this tower. Good gang there from Rammus. No reason to not come from behind, especially because I'm playing Kassadin and I can silence. So I just decided to move here because obviously Fiddles is coming, Graves is coming, Soraka's coming, I'm getting out. So Rammus moves on. He's going up to top, obviously planning for the dive. And Rammus is just telling me push it then dive it. Obviously they come up, so Nasu's bad spot, it didn't go round, but they managed to catch Soraka. I'm there as well. So now we're jumping in. I'm going to get onto this Fiddles straight away, make sure I'm silencing him, slowing all them. I'm just going to walk away a little from the fight, come back in, land that slow. Rammus is going for the dive. Obviously I got blue buff, so I'm just going to finish it off with auto attacks. Get out of the tower range. Taric, like a pro, stuns, and I riff walk over that wall straight away. So good little escape there by me. Good little save there by Taric. And as you can see, just in the fight, I was over here, catching Soraka out. I jumped on Fiddle, silenced him, then I moved out to over here. Then when they moved back, I riff walk back in. And that's what you don't want to let Kassadin do. You want to, if anyone who's seen my Ash commentary, I fire my ice arrow at Kassadin constantly. You want to lock him down. I mean, the riff walk's what, 3-second cooldown? Especially if I have blue, I can use it every 3 seconds without worrying about the mana cost. And I was just able to freely move through that fight. As you can see, I just destroyed that Talon. I took off half his health easily. I'm not going to continue after that though. I don't really have much sustained damage. I got the W, which gives me a little bit, but not really that much. So I'm just going to leave him. I don't mind. He can recall and we can push the tower. Not too fussed. Especially if I was to jump on Graves or something. Definitely not the kind of person you want to be sitting there using W on for a bit. So obviously we nearly get the tower down. Probably could have taken it, but Taric left a little too quickly. Probably could have easily taken that tower and gotten out. But as you can see, I can farm the back wave minions just with my dash and my W. So Rammus picks up Taric here. I make the mistake of jumping right in, and I end up dying for it. I think I end up dying. Yeah. Bad engage there by Rammus. They clean us up. He taunted Talon instead of taunting Soraka, and then I made the mistake of jumping right onto Talon and silencing. I should have just silenced and hung around the back like I did in the other fight, but I jumped right on him. I wanted that extra damage with Force Pulse. Got a little greedy and it cost us. So Valenti here just going the wrong way. Just has to blow flash. Just one of those dumb little things that people do a lot. Is they're all here. You know, they have river water, might have this bush watered, they'd have this watered. You know, if you're coming around, as I go back, if you're coming round this way, they're going to know. So just go all the way around. It's okay. Especially in there, they weren't pushing that hard. Just go all the way around. That's a good example of what people do. So Nasus, I don't really know what he's doing. Works out quite well though, because they blow a lot on Nasus. Rammus is there. I'm here. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to sit around the side. I see Soraka low. Unfortunately, I get silenced, so I can't get in. And I have to escape. But the rest of the team cleans up while they waste everything on me. So, just going to recall. I'm not going to stuff around. And they clean up quite nicely. Rammus can really control fights. He can roll to one enemy, to another, taunt. Very deadly. Rammus, still very strong jungler. So obviously Rammus just pinging, very good dragon control. This is what you want to do if you're a jungler. Track the dragon, and whenever it is up, ping it for your team. Let's go, let's go. And it's going to go down very quickly. So as you can see, I'm just building towards my death cap, item wise. That's what you want to be doing. You want to build towards that death cap. Obviously I just decided to check their blue, stop Fuse from doing their blue, pop a ward down. So now he won't be able to do his blue, and I think we might end up stealing it. I think I might get one of these guys to come help me steal their blue, because definitely worth tanking. As you can see, Golem's just doing a bit of a dance. Just don't know, everybody's doing. Looks like he's doing the moonwalk or something. That's pretty cool. I see Graves. I'm just gonna harass him a little bit. I think I finally say, Yo Nasus, come help me take the blue buff, because I expected him to come and he just didn't. He took too long, so I was like, just come, you know. And 1Q is all I really needed from him. Rapes it. And then we steal their blue buff. So that's important as well. If you're in the lead, steal their buffs, steal their camps as much as you can, ward up their jungle, catch them out in their own jungle, because that's often when they're by themselves. So just catch them out in their own jungle. As far as Nasus' farms goes, he's overtaken Renekton quite nicely. I'm just a little bit out of position here, so I just got to be careful. I was just going to go ward, and then I got a little bit caught out, so I just got to be careful about that. Valente's done well. He's caught up in farm well, which is good. He spent a lot of time down bot farming, and now he's up top doing the same, just farming, and that's what you want to do if you fall behind. As the AD carry, you know, let your team know, look guys, I'm farming. Try not to fire without me. And you see, that's the power of that ward there. We can either tell if they're going up towards top, towards Valente, or, you know, back to defend their own tower, or back into their own jungle. So Nasus already with Warmogs and Atmas, so he's done quite well for himself. Tarek obviously going the standard gold per 5, throwing in the Aegis of the Legion, with Merc Treads being up against Fiddles and Sraka. You know, he doesn't want to be silenced for long periods of time and stuff. So, as you can see, we're aware of where they are in their jungle, and we can kind of go harass them, maybe pick one off. That's what I'm doing here. I'm hoping someone might come for the red or something. You know, I can burst them down. Obviously, I do have my death cap up now. I realise they're not coming, but I realise it's safe to go in, because we're all kind of around mid. I got Rammus near me. This is just me being silly here. I got CV'd, and I was a little slow to react. And so, obviously, they had vision on me. They can silence and all that stuff, and then Rammus comes back in. Nasus does alright, manages to kill one, but we get top for it. Rammus dies. But yeah, that was just my fault again. I was just really not paying attention. I got CV'd, and so obviously they can land stuns on me and stuff. So I got caught out, and my fault. My bad, team, my bad. But even the best players like me make mistakes. So this team does a really smart thing. They go for Baron. They're behind. They need Baron. So we're obviously rushing. Tarek jumps in. I don't know why he's jumping in when Valente's there, and I'm not too far either. He ends up doing well. I mean, he should have waited a little bit, but he ends up disrupting the dragon enough, the Baron enough. So this Graves jumps in, obviously not knowing I'm there, thinking he can take Cog, but unfortunately he can't take me. So we go around, try to stop people. Soraka's recalling in this bush. I'm riff walking, too slow unfortunately. But we stopped them doing Baron. We did well. We stopped them doing Baron, we picked up a kill. Valente's just going to go for the red here. Obviously, as it's walking through the wall. I just get caught here by Fiddle, so I'm just going to riff walk over the wall. Nothing too serious. As we back out, as far as build now goes, I think I'm going to pick up a Banshees or maybe a Void Staff. The plan was this game was to pick up a Void Staff, and then I'm going to go Mercury Treads, because once you get Void Staff, the extra penetration from Sorcerer's Boots doesn't affect it so much because the percentage is applied first. And so in a game like this, because I'm sick of all the silences, they're really disrupting me in fights, I decided to go Mercs. Moonfair Spellblade is of course also an option, but I'm worried if this game goes late, I might want that extra slot, so I'm just going to go Mercs. Obviously, it is 19-11, so it's a reasonably close game. I mean, 30 minutes in. We're probably ahead, but not by much. It's even in towers. We've only got one more than them. If they had got that Baron, we would be in trouble. But it's pretty even at the moment. I think their team's slightly more farmed. Their Talon's starting to get somewhere. I mean, I shut him down mid, but he's starting to get there. So I'm just going to try farm some minions up. Obviously use that E. So obviously I'm up top here, and so they're all doing dragon, and so we're pinging Baron. Let's do Baron. They want to do dragon, we'll go do Baron. But everyone's a bit too slow, unfortunately. But that's the kind of stuff you want to do. We were kind of in this general area. If they're getting dragon at 30 minutes, we should just Baron. We should just Baron, and we can either bait them into a fight, because obviously Tarek has Oracle, so we can kill the ward, bait them into a fight, or we can take Baron. And that could have been the game if we were a bit faster to react, but it's alright. As you can see, we're just stalking their jungle as a group, and they're just stuck at the tower. Strike obviously with that Oracle as well. Now I'm just telling everyone, like, I need blue, wait. It's hard to move around that fight without blue as Kassadin, so Valenti just lends me a bit of a helping hand here, being the nice Cogmore he is with his skin. He loves his skin, that skins that kid. I reckon he has 2 skins for every champion. But so just being careful. Obviously they'll take out that ward. We just want to be careful, group together. Ramus is close enough, obviously he can powerball in. Valenti's on his way, so we're just going to group, kill that ward. They have a Baron, and that keeps them guessing about Baron. They always have to worry about us being at Baron. If we're ever all Mia, they have to worry about us being at Baron. You know, CV's cooldown is quite long. Beautiful Ramus here, flashes in, gets the taunt on, and so we jump on her instantly. Fiddles jumps in, gets destroyed. I'm just sticking around here on the outer edges, as you can see. I'll riff walk back in, throw in some silences, throw in some slows. Renekton's down here, Guardian Angel's coming back up, so we're all ready to jump on him. He's dead. That's game there. That fight, they end up surrendering, I'm pretty sure. And it's just one of those changing fights. Whoever wins that fight is gonna get Baron or get Tower getting in here. Just so happened we won it. If they won it, it would have been the other way around. But we won it. Actually, I don't even think they have a chance to surrender. I think we just push through for the win. As you can see, those towers with Nasus and Ramus with his, I forget the name of his ult, but with his ult and obviously Nasus on them, as you can see, we're just trying to kill. They've all given up. They're just letting us destroy it. So that is game. Ramus goes down to the tower. GG. GG is all round victory. So this was my first Kassadin one. I believe this was my 5th ranked commentary. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Press the like button if you like this video. There's a subscribe button as well if you're looking forward to watching more. I do these quite regularly. And as always, leave me a comment. I really like reading comments. And so if you have any questions about the game, or any questions about maybe Kassadin in general, or, you know, carrying yourself at a low ELO, send me a comment. I'm always happy to reply.